Right then, welcome back. And today, well, we're going to do a double on a triple. And it's going to be a 3-lap race, Kanto South. And then we're going to do a time attack at Mullenbach. The Mullenbach Schleif for the Nürburgring. Kanto South, one of my favourites. We're on the Rivale, and we're going to do something slightly different. Rather than saying, I'll see you at the end, we're going to stay with you right the way through. So don't forget to check the description for more information, and let's see how this goes. Oh my, I forget how, oh good God, talking and doing this at the same time is very, very difficult. That's why I've not been doing it, because it degrades my performance. Into turn 2, that's an old R1. I do like that. That's the best colour scheme for an old R1 as well. Slippy, you can see the back end trying to step out. We're not running any kind of traction control at all, because traction control is for gentlemen who ride scooters. But anyway, out of turn 5, we are not going to overtake that monster. We are not going to overtake that monster into here. I am wide. Oh my God, don't lock the front up. The R1's going to come past. Stand it up, fire it out, up the inside of the monster into the horrible, hateful turn 8. Don't like it at all. There's way too much going off. My brain is completely maxed out. Down the straight that's not a straight, listen to that triple. Oh my good Lord, she sounds glorious. On the brakes, don't fold the front, look at it moving about. I am a big fan of this motorcycle. That is close, really close. What is that? That is a Honda CB1000. I should really know that as well, shouldn't I? That was a Honda CB1000. Now we're going to get him. We're going to get him on the straight through the fast right kink. Yes, we are past on the brakes. Do not hop over the curb on the left-hand side, because it'll fire into the barrier. Use a little bit of the white line and exit up the hill. It'll move about. You can slide it. It doesn't really matter. Just avoid the lampposts, and we're good. 20th to 1st, lap 1, over the line onto lap 2. Don't tuck the front into turn 1. I cannot state how much I like this motorcycle. It is absolutely fantastic. It's got a just about perfect blend of power and grip and poise. And oh dear me, just as I'm talking, my right index finger gets a little bit carried away. Really tight and twisty through. You've got to be careful that you don't tuck the front. Make sure that you're nice and early on the brakes and you get the bike stood up and fire it out. This is a hard corner into the dip. You've got to brake before you get to the dip and then keep it nice and tight to the wall. Stand her up, fire across to the left on the gas and brake before you get to the corner, otherwise you'll run into the barrier and then you'll be in a world of trouble. Just a little flick on the brakes to help turn it left. What we're doing gap-wise, 1.5 seconds. I think we're going to be all right. I also think that we're going to give this a little bit of a dabble with a time attack. That's over the curves. That is asking for trouble. That's got to be a penalty. No. How did we not get a penalty for that? I'm not quite sure. Down the back straight, the second back straight, 3 back straights, I don't know how many straights we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, too many. Through the right hand kink, on the brakes just before you get to the diamond for the left hand bend. Use a bit of curb on the right if you want. Avoid the curb on the left, and then we're up the hill. End lap 2, 2 second lead. Take that. Tyres look good. Back tyres a little bit cold. It's a soft as well. There's not a lot we can do about that. We've got a decent gap. Yeah, this is going to be all right. This is going to be all good. Into the hateful turn 2. Watch for the dip, and then just gently on the gas. Wait. Do not go into that wall. That's a naughty slide. We don't want to keep doing that. I think this bike is going to be one of my favourites. It is absolutely mega. Although that back tyre 25 seconds ago, it was looking a bit cold. Now she's looking a little bit toasty. It's all good. Into the hateful turn 6, Barrianto 1. Interesting. Turn 7, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Far too many consonants for my brain. And then into the tricky turn 8. If you get that right, you'll get a good lap time. That 6, 7, 8 complex, you're all good. That triple. Oh, it sounds absolutely glorious. I am a big fan of this motorcycle and its engine, and I'm ruining it by talking, but I don't care, because we're trying something different and you've got to evolve to survive and all that stupid stuff that people say down the back straight. 5 seconds. Ooh, 5 seconds. Someone's fell off, obviously, because there was 2 Japanese riders behind us. Now there's only 1. I'm going to need to sleep after this. My brain is absolutely... Oh, the back end is off the floor. That was a little bit late on the brakes, and now we're over the curb. Oh my God. See, this is why I do not talk. This is why I struggle. It is far too much for my brain to concentrate on this and talk at the same time. But yeah, there we go, across the line. So, how did we do? Yeah, it was a pretty easy win in the end. Good bike, good track, nice combination. I know I said it a few times during the race, but that Rivale is very good. We did go and time attack it. The issue that I had, or the potential issue, was I'd already gone 4th with the HP2 Sport BMW. Yes, it's considerably lower down on the rating than the Rivale, but I was concerned that the BMW is so stable and so good in the bends that Rivale wouldn't beat it. We ended up on 134.6, which we beat ourselves just, and ended up still in 4th place, about 2nd off the lead. I think there's a little bit more in there now. Now I can get to grips with the tuck and not tuck and bits and bobs. I think there's a little more time in it. So, part 2 of our little double is we went to the Nürburgring Mullenbach Schleif circuit, the tiny little hateful one. Murders front tyres, twisty, nasty, bumpy. The joins between the different circuits are horrible, and I struggled. I really struggled. The bike was a bit all over the shop. It wouldn't kind of settle and do what I want. And this turn 3, oh, I hate this corner. There's a bump there. It spits the bike sideways, it wants to spin. I kept rewinding it to try and find what I needed to do, what lines to take and where to go, and then it tied itself in knots, and no, we weren't using traction, and it just did not want to play ball at all. I had serious problems with this little turn 3. I mean, there's only, what, turn 3, 4, 5, there's only 6 turns, 7 turns possibly on the whole circuit. But yeah, rewind, go, and then once we got through the corner, we decided to headbutt barriers, and yeah, I'm sure that was quite painful. But we did set a 38.972 on lap 4, and as we see in a minute when we look at the sheet for the time trial, I set exactly the same time on lap 12. She was just getting a little bit wayward. It was like pushing and pushing and pushing. I didn't use the manual tuck button in any of this, so there's probably a little bit of time in there. Just getting this corner was a nightmare. It was like, look at that. There's 3-4 tenths of a second easily on the deck there. But yeah, I will do a track guide. I'll try and piece it together and work out what to do and where to go and why and anything else. We did a good lap on this, and we did a good lap on the B1H Kawasaki, so we've got a couple of bikes that we can kind of have a look at and work out what we want to do. But I mean, we did what, 12 laps, 38.972 on lap 4, 38.972 on the 12th lap as well. I was a little bit confused because I couldn't work out, there was nothing in green saying this is your best lap. But yeah, it just, such a tiny little track, and it almost caused me to smash a controller. 0.2 of a second. I think the 0.2 of a second are in there, and I always say I'll go back and do it, but I always forget. But 0.2 of a second for the top spot. I don't think I can let it slide. But there you go. We've done a double. We have a couple of events left with the Rivale. We've got a 3-lapper at Okayama GP and a 3-lapper at Alton Island. So I might do them both together again and do the commentary, and we'll see how we get on. I haven't done them yet, so that's it. Thanks for watching, comment, like and subscribe and all the usual jazz. Give me some feedback, let me know if you want commentary or not commentary, and fingers crossed I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, peace.